Hello and welcome. Can I check if everyone can hear me? Oh, you can? Amazing. Brilliant. I'll probably give it another 5 minutes before I start. Oh, I can hear. Yeah, sorry about last time, guys. I had the output on the wrong setting.
why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later.
Hello everybody and welcome to my stream. My name is Naya and I am playing Genshin Impact. Sorry about the last stream, I had my ports all wrong.
It's nearly
so I could hear
time for
myself,
afternoon
but you guys
tea.
couldn't hear me. Hopefully OBS is playing fine. I did play a little bit off stream, so the difference from the last stream is we have Kaya and Lisa. Can't remember if I got Kaya last stream. I finished the 4 winds domains and I did the flying test for the Knights of Favonius. Yeah, I think that was it. I tried to get to AR10 to get the Genshin codes, but unfortunately I did not. Yeah, it moves. So today we'll just
Today's
be
no good for going
continuing
out.
with the story and hopefully Lisa will
Did I say
stop
that
talking.
yesterday as well?
My goals for this account, which I mentioned last time but you guys didn't hear me, is to hopefully get Diluc, Wanderer, Alhaitham. I think that's it for now. It's not many 5 stars that I highly rate, but I would like to have all of those. I don't have Diluc on my main account, so I'm really missing out. I'd also really like to get Bennett on this account as well. He carries me quite a lot in the other account that I have. I think the mission that I'm currently on is to do with Kaya. Yeah, so there's 2. There's one after the flying test that I did that we're tracking someone down, and then the other one is to do with some missing treasure that Kaya wants us to try and find. So I think I'll do this one first because I think I'm closest to it. And then we'll go on to Kaya and the mission treasure. Bear with me if I get the controls wrong. I play with a controller and it's different to Star Rail, so I'm all over the place, switching between the 2.
This is Springvale. There must be some clues about Raptor around here. The sister from the cathedral put some secret animal markings on the artifact he took.
Use your elemental sight and keep your eyes peeled for clues.
For those of you who do play Genshin, you know that Paimon sounds slightly different.
Ooh, hey, what do you think this is?
Slightly
It
less
looks like a
annoying
broken
as
tree
well.
branch.
Oh, Paimon knows. It's from a frame of a wind glider. Therefore,
There are no elemental traces on it. It looks like it's a strip of cloth with animal markings on it. Looking at the design and the way it's woven, there's a good chance it came from a wing glider.
wow, Outriders have to be textile experts now? It's a harder job than Paimon thought.
If this really belongs to Raptor, it must mean his wind glider is broken.
How do we know if this was left by Raptor or an animal slime?
Animo slimes are airborne creatures. They don't leave marks on the ground unless someone stomped on one to take off.
Wait, are you telling me people actually do that?
Either way, let's make a mental note of these markings. They're very clear. It appears that the elemental markings point this way.
Huh. Well, do you think he ran off ahead?
There's only one way to find out. Come on, we should keep following the markings.
Ooh, what's that? Looks like something's going on up ahead.
It sounds like there's a battle going on. Could that be Raptor? Quick, let's keep going.
I actually prefer
Thank
swords
goodness. The
over
Knights of Favonius
mages.
have arrived. The hilly trolls won't dare pursue me any longer.
What happened?
Just because it's easier
I
to
can't
use a
believe it, but
sword than
the
it
hilly
is
trolls attacked
to
our carts.
control the mages.
Hilly churls, but I thought the Knights of Favonius had cleared out most of the hilly churl camps around these parts.
It's a small camp not too far from the village, but the route I take on my delivery runs ensures I steer clear of it. But today, some crazy fellow suddenly fell out of the sky and landed right in the camp.
Now, who does that remind me of?
Oh, it really riled them up. They chased the funny-looking fellow as he fled, which brought them out in the open. I managed to get away, but they smashed my fruit carts to smithereens. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do when the merchant caravan gets here tomorrow.
Funny looking? In what way?
Oh, he was holding on to something. Must have been heavy because he couldn't glide in a straight line to save his life. Maybe that's why he fell. Honestly, people like that shouldn't be allowed in the skies. It doesn't take a genius to know you're not supposed to carry heavy objects while gliding. I'm gonna report that idiot and make sure he gets his license revoked.
Heavy object? The artifact? This could well be our guy. Tell me, did you see which way he went?
I managed to catch a glimpse as I ran from the hilly churls. I think he went that way.
Seems like a strong lead. On with the chase! Oh, and don't worry. As soon as I get back, I'll tell the Knights to mop up the rest of the hilly churls as soon as possible.
Yeah, I just think they could add more to the mages so you could actually aim better. Because of that, it's kind of hard to use them. I find some of them quite clunky. My favourite one is Wanderer and Hazu, just because their style's slightly different.
Another test subject. Suffocate! This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Freeze! Suffocate! Suffocate! The wrong test subject. Dodge this!
Apart from the hilly churls, there's a bunch of funny-looking people, too.
Judging from the type of wind gliders they've got, I'd say this lot is with Raptor.
But if that's the case, what are they hanging around here for?
I wonder... Well, this measly bunch can't slow us down, that's for sure. But we also haven't found the artifact, which means Raptor still has it on him.
Huh. Look where we are.
The elemental power on the artifact must have worn off. Raptor must have realized the markings would give away his position and sent his minions to slow us down. That way, when the effect wears off, he can make his escape. He won't get away with this. After him!
If you weren't here last time, I pulled on the standard banner for the start of the game. I didn't get anything exciting. I just got
There's only one
the
way over there,
standard
so
that
Raptor
you
must be up
get with
ahead.
it.
However, it looks like the only way we can catch up is if we glide.
But there's a ton of enemies below. They'll definitely attack us after we take off.
If we're gonna do this, we'll have to glide and defeat them in one fell swoop. You still had one stage to go in your exam, right?
Yeah, but what's that got to do with anything?
How about we make this the third and final stage of your gliding exam?
Are you sure that's how the exam is supposed to go?
It's a custom version of the exam, designed by yours truly. Besides, the normal version of the exam wouldn't be fit for the hero of Mondstadt herself. So, what do you say? Woohoo! Good answer! Prepare for takeoff. Raptor awaits you once you defeat all these enemies. Then that gliding license is yours. Nice! You breezed through it! You're a natural. I knew you'd be fine. All that's left now is to grab ourselves a raptor. Let's go!
I'm completely lost. Where am I going? don't know about anyone else, but I completely do not remember the start of this game.
I'll race you there. Hey! Prepare to be blown away! You? He? He?
I cannot aim to save my life, ignore me. I do not use bow characters either.
I'll race you there.
Yeah, I have no memory of this place either. I don't remember doing any of this. I do think the start of the game though was much interesting than it kind of is now, but we're all waiting for Fontaine, so it will be slightly dull until then. I also can't believe the new banner announcements, that they're going to be rerunning Klee. She's cute and everything, and I did want her at one stage, but I don't really think anyone really uses Klee. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone actually goes for it. I also don't understand how they can rerun Clay, but they can't rerun Diluc. They're probably never going to rerun Diluc, which makes me sad because I want Diluc more than any of the characters that are currently there. I'm probably never going to get him at this stage.
It looks like there's no way across. Ugh, he must be around here somewhere.
Amber! Over there!
If you insist on chasing me, so be it. Huh? Who brought the little girl?
You must be Raptor. You can't escape.
I don't need to escape. There's no way you can make it over here.
Oh, it is pretty high. And quite far.
Oh, little girl, why don't you run along home now and let your leader deal with this? Don't worry, I promise that once the Grandmaster gets here, I'll surrender immediately.
Hey, watch it! You're talking to a Knights of Favonius outrider. You'll be sorry when I arrest you. You're right. Ugh, he's right there in front of us. If only we could glide across.
So how did he get across?
I don't see a mechanism, and I have good eyesight. Besides, there's nowhere on the cliff that you could build one.
Bye-bye, kiddo.
Oh no! He's getting away!
Ugh, we can't hesitate any longer. The only way to get across is to glide there.
But...
Don't worry, I'm the gliding champion of Mondstadt, remember? If Raptor can do it, I can do it too.
Oi, Outrider! You have less chance of surviving this than jumping off the Animo God statue in Mondstadt without your wind glider. Haha!
Paimon sees your point. If you rule out everything that's completely impossible, gliding is the only idea left.
Remember that book I lent you? The one I thought was the gliding manual, but wasn't? The first birds couldn't fly. Flight was their reward for their courage to plunge into the canyon. Be my witness. Raptor says I'll never make it. But if you listen carefully...
Wait! Stop! You'll never make it! Come on, off you go now. Back home like a good little girl.
Raptor says I'll never make it. But if you listen carefully... The wind says I will make it, and that's good enough for me.
Yeah, so I pull on the standard banner for Diluc.
I won't let you down.
I got Kaching, and then I think, who else have I got that? I got double Kaching, I think. And I think that's it. I haven't really pulled the standard banner that much.
There's no way you would have jumped otherwise.
The wind takes care of those who have courage. Now sit still and await your arrest, like a good little boy.
I also lost a 50-50 not long ago, hoping that I would get Diluc, but I got Mona. So that was a very awful experience for me. I just honestly think the rates of getting him was just slim to none at this point. I seem to get everyone but him. Like, especially when I lose my 50-50s as well. I just don't really get him either.
All right, I got him. I only noticed the wind current from in the air, and it's the only one. It would be suicide to try and escape in the direction Raptor was going. In other words, the only way Raptor could have gotten out would be this way, past us.
Aha! So he was just trying to fool us by acting smug, in the hope that we would just give up and leave. Little did he know, we're not so easily fooled.
It was all thanks to your sharp thinking. Just like a wise man once said, once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. At the end of the day, gliding is 7 parts technique, 3 parts instinct, and then 90 parts courage.
What you did now looked more like 99 parts courage.
It was just like in my first gliding exam. I was super nervous, but in the end, there was nothing to be afraid of, and I passed no problem. I kinda missed that nervous rush in the exams I've done since then. It just wasn't the same.
Sorry. Paimon thought you said you passed no problem. What do you mean exam since then?
Well, you see, the thing is, Mondstadt is all no glide zone this, no landing zone that. Every time I get my license, it keeps getting revoked. I must have taken the exam about 15 times altogether. But I always pass the first time. I guess my little gliding manual ain't so bad after all.
Let's go and get a copy of the real gliding manual from Acting Grandmaster Jean sometime.
I'll head off first because I need to escort Raptor back to the... Once you're back in the city, don't forget to come find me at the cathedral. I'll issue your gliding license there.
She just can't sit still, can she? Guess that's why she's the Outrider. When this is all done and dusted, let's head to the cathedral in Mondstadt.
I'll swap you your C2 Diluc for my C1 Kaching. By the way, thanks for the Prime Gaming. I must have missed that notification. I just got Kazuha on this banner actually. I was gonna go for C1 Al Haytham, but I had a guaranteed 50-50 after losing to Mona, so I decided to go for Kazuha because I really wanted him as well. I'd love to C6 Al Haytham one day. Yeah, I guess that's the thing that... Oh, there it is. That gets me about this game. So I remember when I started, I was like, I can't believe this game is free. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's stunning. Why would this game be free? I'll pay for this game. And then I realised the whole gacha system is like, okay, well, it's free because people will spend in-game. Oh, I've done that wrong. Which I've definitely done before. I've spent in-game to try and get someone, so I spent to get Kazuha because I couldn't be bothered to actually play the game and just get my primos back for my last pull to get him. And then I also spent yesterday to get Al Haytham's weapon because I knew I was due a 5-star on the weapons banner. And I was like, it's okay if I don't get Al Haytham's weapon, because hopefully I'll just get Kazuha's weapon. I got neither. I got some random 5-star, which I didn't want. The only good thing that came out about that was...
By a monster nearby. Defeating that monster might remove this strange wind current seal thingy around the Statue of the Seven.
The only good thing about putting on that banner was getting enough gems to buy his C1 for Kaya.
Let it rain.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
I always forget how good Lisa actually is. I don't use her on my other account. She carried me heavily through the start of the game. They're the wrong way, aren't I? Not, but I'm just gonna teleport instead. There are a couple of things I dislike about this game, going from Star Rail backwards. The stamina being one of them. Oh, Timmy and his birds are back. So when I started, Timmy wasn't here. Oh, got too close.
Look! Doesn't that shop look interesting? Let's see what they're selling.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye. Welcome. Every treasure here is unique. Guaranteed.
Yep. There's nothing here that Paimon recognizes. That's for sure.
What did I tell you? These are all rare items brought back by adventurers from all corners of the world. Is there anything that catches your eye?
I was gonna kill them for the foul. It took me ages to realise that you could do that. I was watching someone else's game and then I saw them do it. And I was like running around the entire game looking for boxes to destroy to see if there's foul in it, and all I had to do was kill some birds. I was not impressed.
No need. I forgot to mention, I operate on a trading basis. Goods for goods. No mora accepted here. I've been trying to make something a bit special recently, and I need a lot of animo sigils to decorate it with. Do you have any animo sigils with you? It seems the Animo Archon approves of your adventures then. More to the point, any animal sigils you find you can trade in here for items in the shop.
I was originally going to play music whilst gaming, but I
Animal
forgot how
sigils appear
much
all over Mondstadt.
the game
If you
music
find yourself
slaps.
short, just keep exploring.
Absolutely. What could be more beautiful than a gift from the Animal Archive?
Okay, you got me. It's actually more complicated than that, but it's easier for people to understand if I just say it's for decoration. Obviously, the reason I need animo sigils is because they have properties that other materials cannot provide. Of course, do come again soon. And please also visit if you come across any weird and wonderful treasures on your adventures.
I'll post a commission at the Adventurers Guild.
So I don't know about everyone else, but I usually play the game silently.
Let's train together.
I forgot she had a separate outfit. Has anyone got their wings from the Prime Gaming thing? Because I could have sworn I got all of them, and I haven't got any wings yet. Yeah, so I didn't know if I had to add that or not, because if you really think about it, Genshin does involve gambling. You are, because the premise is that you're exchanging real money for in-game money, which you are. So I didn't know if I had to add it on or not. I've never seen it before, to be honest, but I just put it on just in case. Yeah, so the whole gotcha thing is like technically gambling. So Twitch is like, you have to disclose things. And I was like, well, it is technically gambling. Even though I won't be purchasing anything with real money on this account, I wasn't sure if I had to add it or not. So it just got added anyway, just in case. It didn't cross my mind until I was speaking in the Honkai Star Rail EU chat. Join them if you haven't. On Discord, and someone who was in it was like, well, it is actually gambling. And I was like, is it really? And then when you really think about it, it's like, yeah, actually, you can grind the game, or you can put in real money to get what you want out of the game. And then you're not actually buying a character, you're pulling for a character, which you might not get. So yeah, when you add the whole it's probably gambling element, it's a little bit off-putting, but I still play the game, I don't really care. I only ever put in money when I really want to. I'm not a whale by any means. But I would well for Diluc. I actually would, if I could. If it was like a well for a 5-star situation and it was Diluc, I would happily well for Diluc. Wait, where the hell's the cathedral? Oh, it's this way. It wasn't until the other day I realised I actually can't remember my way around Mondstadt because I'm hardly ever in this area anymore. I'm usually in Summeru or Inazuma. Yeah, so the monthly cards are great. I've never done the battle pass on this one, but I've done loads of the monthly cards. The only thing I hate about that is if I've had a busy day, then I forget to claim the card and then you lose 90 primos. It's the same as the app. If you forget to claim your like monthly thing on the app on the day, then you miss it for that day.
Congratulations! Here is your gliding license. You're officially legal now. Yay! I'm not surprised though. You are a natural after all. Oh, and I'll sign you up for the next wind gliding championship. I glide so fast that no one can keep up. It's just me up there, on my own, gliding around. It's kinda boring. Whoa, fighting talk. It seems you have no idea how terrifying the championship really is. Well, until I kick your butt in the championship, I wish you a happy, liberating, and above all, law-abiding gliding experience. Make sure you obey the rules. Whatever you do, don't get your license revoked.
Oh, brother. If you ask me, that's a bit rich coming from Amber.
Does anyone actually use Amber? I'll still use Amber because obviously we all used Amber at the start. I actually remember it might have been the standard banner, or was it the weapons banner? It was somewhere really random. And I pulled, and I somehow got Amber, and I was baffled because I was like, out of all of the characters that I could have got, the one Amber was not on my radar. Yeah, I use it to light a lot of my stuff as well, and then if not, I use Bennett. Yeah, same. So I got Bennett really, really early in the other account, to the point that I actually thought Bennett was a free character and then I remembered he wasn't. I just pulled him really early. So I find it really hard to use Amber, and then you just have better options that have come out since then.
Have you heard? The Storm Terror.
People say that Collet is the Dendro Amber, but I actually quite like Collet. Is this shop open? Oh, it is. I do not have enough. I really, for now, just want to pull in the standard banner just to see what I get. Not really bothered about the Alhaitham and Carswell banner. I just aren't going to get much from that at this moment in time. So I'm going to go on to Fire's pirate thing again now, which I started off stream. For those who haven't played Genshin, all that's basically happened is Kaya has said that he found his uncle's old records, or is it his grandfather's? One of them, because he's a descendant of a pirate, and he's looking for some treasure swords that was written in the notes. I believe we went and spoke to the Adventurers Guild and asked about a location that was written in the notes, and now we're going to that location, I think.
She's in trouble!
Why, Why is this happening to me? I shouldn't have helped him.
Him who?
Thanks so much for saving me. You're far more reliable than those Favonius guys.
It's nothing. She's a traveler. She has to deal with stuff like this all the time.
Traveler? I've heard stories about you. I didn't think I'd be saved by the one I'm here to meet.
Oh, so you're the...
I didn't know how I could pay you back initially, but now I think I'll just give you the intel for free. People in our circle know how important the network is. Well, you did save my life.
Lucky? But it's lucky for Kaya, isn't it? He's supposed to pay for the intel.
Listen well then. The intel on the Arcadian ruins. 3 6-armed giants reside in the city in the lake. 2 guard the statue, 1 the treasure.
Right. Wait, is that it?
There's also this map that came with it.
Could this be the experts the spot? So the clue is more like a riddle. Well, should be a piece of cake for you, right? Paimon'll leave you to it then.
How do you like Dea? Is she good? I remember I played her tutorial and she's actually in a current event right now. But I don't think she's as bad as people are claiming that she is. I think not all the characters, like Baijo, isn't that great. He's really slow and clunky, and I don't think I could work with him, but someone like Dea, I feel like I could work with.
Well, if you can't solve it, we can ask Kaya. He seems like a nerd too.
I'll leave you the intel so you can review it at any time.
Thanks, Vile. 3 6-armed giants reside in the city in the lake. 2 guard the statue, 1 the treasure. What does that mean? If you don't want to ask Kaya, you better figure it out.
Yeah, I get that. I think there are a lot of characters that are kind of clunky. I think quite a lot of the mage characters are clunky. I know this is probably controversial because everybody loves Nahida and she's a really good character, but sometimes I struggle to play her. I don't actually have her, but whenever there's an event with Nahida, I'll be like either doing really, really well with her or I'll just be struggling. I just think it's because I can't play mage characters in general. I just think they need slightly tweaking. Like, I just want to be able to aim properly. Like, I know you could do the whole screenshot thing with Nahida, but like, with like people like Lisa, you can't aim. You just kind of have to like face them, and then hopefully it will hit the target that you want. Which is what I don't like about the mages. The only reason I like Wanderer and Hazo is because they're slightly different. Whereas it's more like a fighting than a just wafting situation like Baijo. He just kind of like wafts at the enemies, and I just don't think it's that effective, and he's just too slow in comparison to those two.
You're back. Looks like you got the intel.
Yes and no. It's a lot more complicated than that. 3 six-armed giants reside in the city in the lake. 2 guard the statue, 1 the treasure. What do you make of it?
Riddles. How quaint. Let me think. The city in the lake is clearly Mondstadt. As for the 6-armed giants...
Giant crabs!
Aside from asking just where we would find giant crabs, crabs have 8 legs, not 6. Hey, that's smart. A windmill has 6 blades. It fits.
Wow, that makes sense!
So out of the 3 windmills, 2 are close to the statue. The other one is guarding...
Ooh, this one Paimon knows, the treasure!
Let's hope it's really that simple.
Come on, let's go take a look around that windmill.
I kind of find issues as well when Wanderer's in the air. Sometimes he'll be fine, and then sometimes he'll just like slash right in front of him instead of going down. I don't know if that's just like a glitch though. But for me, the best thing about Wanderer is that he kind of like sucks up the elements and uses them whilst he's attacking if they're on the battlefield. I really hope the Fontaine characters are good and not just another repeat of what we've had recently. Like, the only new characters I've liked is Alhaitham. Did not mean to do that. Yeah, I recently just got Jesus as well, so I just need to build him properly. But I got C1 as well, so hopefully that helps. How do I get up there? Am I being really dense?
Ooh, let me see what's inside. She doesn't love him at all. The passion rushing through the clear spring is just a front. When she's cold and alone, her true heart is revealed. There's another map. More riddles? Paimon's dizzy already. Oh no, Paimon used up all her brain juice. Paimon will let you have all the fun, or you could get Kaya to help.
She doesn't love him at all. The passion rushing through the clear spring is just a front. When she's cold and alone, her true heart is revealed.
Any idea what that means?
Is this some page stripped from a love novel that you just happened to find?
Oh, so it's not a clue. No wonder someone as clever as Paimon wasn't able to get it.
I'm just joking.
Take this more seriously, Kaya.
This riddle is hard to figure out. Clear spring. Is it referring to Springvale? Passion rushing through the clear spring. So when does passion rush through a clear spring? Not a bad idea. Like when there's a waterfall, for example. It appears the solution to this enigma relates to the waterfall behind Springvale. Only the clear spring that blesses Mondstadt can reveal the passion described here. And the heart of the waterfall must refer to the cliff on the left side of the waterfall. I note the ending, cold and alone, probably has something to do with cryo, which can be controlled by a vision. You should probably take someone who can manipulate cryo with you. It's nothing. If a Knight of Favonius couldn't even answer a riddle, how could we be trusted to solve criminal mysteries?
Let's go take a look in Springvale. We'll leave you to your criminal mysteries. No, wait. Leave you to solving your criminal mysteries.
Yeah, so I quite like Kaya's skin. I think it looks really, really good on him. I really hope there'll be an event so we can get it for free, because I do not want to pay for the skin. But it's one of those that he's on my favourite list, so it depends how I feel whether I'd actually pay for the skin or not. I'd have to, like, see it right in front of me instead of, like, in a trailer. But it looks really good. Cleese looks good as well, but I don't think I'm going to pull for Cleese, so I'm not really that bothered about it. And although, like, I think Eula's a really good character as well, I'm probably just going to skip 3.8 in general. Mainly because we all know Fontaine's after that. I'm just going to save my primos, there's just no point. But hopefully they get quite a lot of people pulling on the banner. Yeah, possibly. It's just how, like, we just got Lisa's for free, but we didn't get Ayaka's for free. Was she with Lisa? Was it hers? Can't remember. But Lisa's skin was really cool. I think it looks really nice there. So I grinded for that one. I really wanted it. And I'll do the same for Kaya's. Did they say who the 4-star characters were going to be? Was it just the... I'm guessing it's just the 5 stars. I still haven't watched it. So is it Clea and Eula separately? Or is it, like, is there not 2 phases to the banner? I think we'll be interested to see who the 5 stars are there. It would have been a great moment for them to put Kaya on a banner, but they're just not going to do that. This time as well would have been a great moment with the whole, oh, Wanderer Phase 2. See, as much as I'd love C1 Wanderer, I'm just not going to go for it. It's just not worth it. Not right before Fontaine.
Is this an answer from this world?
I'd rather just save everything I have and then go from there, see who's introduced. Is it Lynn and Lynette? They're going to be introduced, aren't they? And I think apparently one's going to be 4-star, one's going to be 5-star. Don't know how that's supposed to work considering they're supposed to be twins, but That's just Toyo for you. I feel like they should have just done both 5 stars or both 4 stars, not one and the other. Hopefully they change their minds about that. I'm not really fond of that idea. I really hope the Archon for Fontaine is good as well. Just don't want to be disappointed. And I hope it's just not another... We've had enough catalysts lately. They can, like, take a break. I wouldn't mind maybe... Well, probably just a sword. Claymores are right. Some of them are right, some of them aren't. I think it would be interesting to have a Claymore Archon. I'm trying to think, have they repeated anything? Yeah, because Zhongli and Raiden are both polearms, aren't they? So it's not like we can guess what it'll be. The Venti is a bow and Nahida is a catalyst. So it really could be anything at this point. But I hope it's a good Archon. Especially since I don't think we have that many great Hydro characters.
Is this an answer from this world?
So I think at the start it was like we didn't really have any Dendro characters, and then they've focused really heavily with Sumuro and Dendro, so I'm hoping they'll focus really heavily with Fontaine and Hydro. Just bring in more characters. Yeah, I think I'd want more of a sword for Hydro, maybe a claymore for Pyro. That would be cool. I've got stamina at the start of this game. It's absolute trash. I think the two Archons I'm mainly going to be interested in is going to be Hydro and Pyro. I think it'll be great to see how they come out. I love a good Pyro character. This is one thing I hate about this game, Cliffs. If they don't die, they come back. It's really annoying.
A reward on the road.
Okay, now I'm too high apparently. Oh, there.
Freeze!
Windblade.
Dodge this! Freeze!
This time, the mysteries have all been solved. It sure took a lot of work. But in all fairness, this treasure map really is terrible. It looks like it was drawn by a pirate. So, now... You read my mind. Let's go for it. Don't want anyone else to get there before we do. Like the treasure hoarders Gaia told us about. Anyways, Paimon just wants to borrow the sword to... no, you heard nothing. Paimon just wants to see it. Definitely not to become super mega powerful and do nothing but play. Arcadian treasure hunt, here we go!
I do wonder towards endgame if they're actually going to do a massive twist with Paimon. I think it would be really interesting to see. It would be predictable, but it'd still be interesting to see, in my opinion. Still saw me. Upper flowers are annoying. It's just irritating. There's nothing good about them. I hate having to farm stuff from them.
What's the hurry?
Who's your favourite from every element? Probably Alhaitham for Dendro. Then Bennett for Pyro. Kaching for Electro, but I don't have Raiden Shogun, and she's definitely superior. I actually skipped her in the end. I ran out of pool. Well, I ran out of pools, and I also skipped her because I found out about Alhaitham, and I was just like, I'm just gonna go for Alhaitham. It's just easier. Hydro, probably Candice. I really like her. I think she's interesting. I like her style, the way she's made. I do kind of wish she was stronger. She's definitely a character I play with just from the look of her, not because she's that great. She's alright, but she could definitely be better. Geo, I don't really like any Geo characters. I have issues with Geo and Leeway in general. It's just something about the Geo element. I just don't really... seems out of place. I like Zhongli. I don't have Zhongli. I do think he is probably the best Geo character there is. I'd like to play with Ito at some point. And I'd probably pull for him. I think he's kind of cool. Ningguang's useful for farming. But I struggle to play with her. So Geo is kind of hard for me, but I'd probably say, even though I don't have him, Zhongli or Geo. Cryo, probably Kaya. Don't really have that many Cryo characters. And I will always, like, if I see Cryo, I'll always go for Kaya. He's one of my mains. Did I miss one? Dendro, Pyro, Hydro, Cryo, Electro, Geo. Yeah. That's why I'm like kind of holding out for better Hydro characters. Oh, Animo, good point. Oh, I have a lot of anime characters. I have a lot. I don't know who I pull for more than the others though. I really like Wanderer. I really like Venti. I've just got Kazuha, and he's one of the ones I really wanted. Same with Hazo, so I don't think I can pick for Animo. Maybe Wanderer, but I haven't properly played with Kazuha yet, so it probably is gonna be Kazuha. But based on current experiences, it's Wanderer for now. I think Animo's a place they could probably take a break. I don't think we need that many more Animo characters. We have enough for now. So, yeah, I wouldn't really want to see a new Animo 5-star or a new Animo 4-star. I just think there's just a lot of them at the moment. Yeah, if we're going Persona and style, especially for Animo, it's more Wanderer than, because I just love his attitude. I think he's really funny. I think he's a great character considering what they've come out with recently. It's definitely one of the best in terms of style and attitude recently. I like his background as well, the lore behind him. And then I kind of like how him and Nahida are like almost besties. She just like keeps signing him up for stuff and he actually goes along with it. So I like their dynamic. I just think Wanderer's an overall well-rounded character, which you don't really find that often anymore. Kind of same with Alhaitham. I think he's kind of witty, he's funny. He's interesting in the storylines. I like his dynamic with Kaveh. So it would be great to see how that develops as well. Sorry, I will get there eventually. I get really easily distracted in this game. So if I say, oh, I'll come back and get it, I'm not going to come back and get it. I'll forget about it and end up doing something else.
I'll keep this close.
I also can't tell where the hell's supposed to be going. Over here? If you keep seeing me looking to the side, it's because I have my laptop open watching this stream, because basically I'm viewing through the smallest screen ever on OBS and I can't see anything. I can't read anything either. It's really annoying. Sucrose? I don't have her. I looked at some of her playstyle. Well, you just said this was mainly off of like personality and stuff. So I just wasn't really interested. Because they had, well, because they have like 5,000 different anime characters, I was like, I'm not really interested. And I luckily didn't get her when she was on the banner recently. Layla is a really, really cool character. They actually did Layla dirty, I think. I think she had so much potential. I think she's hilarious. I love the way she looks. But she just sucks. She just sucks to play. She's an awful character. Again, I was really lucky not to get Layla. when she was on the banner. I just really didn't want to. But when what was that latest event in Subaru? What was it called? The championships thing. She was just really great in that. That was like my first introduction to her, and I thought she was absolutely hilarious. Toma, I haven't built. He's really great. In the current event, he's one of the trial characters, I think, with Wanderer, and I'd never imagined that matchup. They're just really good together. So I definitely will be adding him to my list to build. I feel like Coco's a really good character as well. Her elemental burst is insane. Again, though, because she's a catalyst, I kind of find it hard to play. Nahida, I did really want her. I feel like I need to force myself to play with more catalysts too, so it's easier. And then Geo, I actually really wanted Guru when he was on the banner. Didn't get him. And then who did I pull for? Was it Bennett? Yes, I made the mistake of putting for a 4-star. Just ignore that situation. I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I love Bennett so much, and I just really wanted to C6 him. I've recently learned, for the audience here, do not C6 Bennett. Apparently, it's really a hindrance for your team. So that crusade now is over, but I was trying to C6 Bennett, and I did not. Don't know what's happened here. 1 second. I didn't get a single Bennett on the banner. I got C5 Calais. I didn't get a single banner. It was like he didn't exist on that banner. It was crazy because I pulled so much on that banner. I grinded quite a lot. I had loads of primos and I just didn't get him at all. So I ended up getting C5 Bennett last month because he was in the shop. So that's how I finally C5'd him, and I'm not going to C6 him now. But I think when I tried to pull for Bennett, I didn't get anyone on the banner, but I got Guru, or was it on the standard banner? It was in a really weird place. But yeah, he's one of the ones I'm building as well. This is why I don't want to play in my main game, because my resources have just been put into every single person. I haven't focused. I did the general mistake everyone does playing Genshin, and that's why I prefer my Honkai account, because I learn and put all of that into that. So I'm really stingy now on who I build in Star Rail, but in Genshin, I'm really far behind. Like, I haven't got a single character at level 80. I'm AR 45, probably more like AR 50 now, because I haven't done the essential level because I refuse to ascend again until I get my characters up. So I've just been building and building. My highest character is 76, and that's Bennett. So I'm just trying to get them up instead of constantly building everyone that I finally get in. Like, I get a new character and I get excited, and then I put a bunch of books into them, and I'm like, I needed those books for Bennett or Alhaitham or Wanderer. So I've got just a list of people I'm building up to 80, and then a list I'm building up to 70, and then I'll ascend. So that's not going to be for a while. Hence why I was like, I'd rather make a new account and play properly instead of introducing you to the chaos of my personal account.
Arcadian ruins. Is it just me, or does it look plain? Oh, Paimon gets it. The perfect disguise is always in plain sight. Kaya's grandpa sure is impressive. Oh, mice! It's no time to get suspicious. We're close. Hurry, the treasure is waiting for us.
Oh, it looks like the wings have just come in for the Prime Gaming, for those who are waiting for that. So I'll have to check my main account afterwards, 'cause I'm pretty sure I qualified for them. I feel like they advertised it way too late. They advertised it like drop 5, and they were like, "Oh, you still have time to get all 4." And I'm like, "Yeah, but it's been going on since December, and no one knew about it." I found out about it by accident, and I remember I was telling my friend like, "Oh, Prime Gaming are doing this thing, and then you get wings at the end as long as you get 4." But I'd missed around 3, 4 months. For those who don't know, they're actually also doing it for Star Rail as well. So it's every banner, I think. So they did it for the first banner, and then they've done it for Silver Wolf's banner. I don't know if it's still live. But I ended up looking for it and found it. I think that's slightly more advertised. I'm not really sure. But I'd definitely check that out, because you get some stuff with it, which is helpful.
What's the hurry?
Don't understand the situation here. Ah, I do now. So annoying, that wouldn't let me move.
Ah, is this the end? Where are you, my treasure? Let's look around.
I'll save you the trouble. How about you let me take over?
Ooh, party. That sounds great. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day. If you're in the UK, then do UK standard behaviour. If you're not, then I don't know what the standard behaviour on a hot day is, but enjoy yourself.
Sharp eye, but too slow. I'm Izzard. I thank you both on behalf of the treasure hoarders.
Aw. We've been keeping a low profile. How did word get out? Paimon won't let you have the treasure without a fight.
You would be wise not to underestimate us. My gang is just outside waiting for my order. However, they're not as, sociable as me.
I'm sorry to rain on your parade, but your gang won't be participating in your current plan. If you'd like to ask why, you can go see them in Mondstadt Prison. Or perhaps you'd prefer to join them permanently.
The Knights.
Hey, it's Kaya! Kaya, he wants to steal your treasure! Get him!
Ugh, almost had it.
Oh, you mean the treasure? Sorry, but there wasn't any treasure to begin with. You came all the way for nothing. Just give it up.
What? No treasure? Did Kaya just say there isn't any treasure?
You got me good. Didn't think the Knights would resort to such tactics.
A thief has no right to criticize the methods of the Knights of Favonius. Wait, what are you—
You're not gonna get me! Okay, oh god,
What is this? I didn't mean it.
Oh my god, I don't remember being introduced to rune guards this early. Sake.
What an interesting suggestion.
Fine. I'll confess and go quietly, please.
It took me so long to figure out how to fight these. Oh, and there's Hilly Charles. Love it. God, I love it.
Let's spark things up a little. Hey, don't be such a brute.
If you're in the Discord, I might put a poll on which 2 starting characters you want me to use, maybe until AR30. Well, 1. It will be Kaya, so that's non-negotiable. So either Amber or Lisa. Traveller, I'm not really interested in. She can come and go. I might not use her. We'll see. Depends who I get. But the options will probably be Amber or Lisa until AR30. So if you want to vote on that and you're not in the Discord already, join the Discord.
How embarrassing. Having my life saved by a knight.
Don't forget what you promised, or that thing will be the least of your worries.
Hey, is this how the Knights of Favonius treats the people they catch?
I'm just joking. All right, let's take him back.
Sir! Yes, sir! Captain, should we take these 2 in as well?
What?
Of course not. They are the ones who made this arrest possible. Without them spreading our fabricated intel, we wouldn't have been able to catch the treasure hoarders.
You're a bad man for lying to me! Shame on the knights!
All right, stop it already. Though the treasure doesn't exist, you did want it for yourself, didn't you? Otherwise you would have informed me of your intentions, no?
Well, let's go! Paimon's done talking to him.
Just a sec. You did help me out, so you do deserve a reward. This is the triumphant harbinger of dawn that points towards victory. As its name suggests, it symbolizes light and victory. If you don't mind, I would like to present you with this harbinger of dawn as a reward.
Harbinger of Dawn?
That's right. It suits a well-cultured and disciplined person such as yourself. Wouldn't you say, Paimon?
Well, if the reward is this Harbinger of Dawn.
You'd forgive me, right? I'm honored to have such an understanding.
Hey Seed, welcome, welcome.
Yes.
You have my apologies for the deception. I will not use the
Thank
same
you for
method
joining
twice.
whilst you're abroad. Just pin in the Discord for everyone. I love how Kaya's like, I'll give you a Harbinger of Dawn, like it's not the most common weapon in the game. Well, one of the most common weapons in the game. It's absolutely hilarious. Yeah. I love Paimon in this mission because the whole time she's like, yeah, I love treasure. We're gonna do this really quietly, and then she literally is shouting her mouth off throughout the whole of Monster about the treasure. She's just not very discreet at all. I just find it really cute. It's hilarious.
What a wonderful day. Now, I have to go interrogate my suspect. Please excuse me. Do come visit me at our headquarters when you have the chance.
I also love how sarcastic Kaya is. I think it's probably why he's one of my favourite characters. Most of my favourite characters have an era of sarcasm about them, and then there's just Bennett, who's just really sweet. Probably my favourite because I just want to sit and protect him. He's adorable.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
I remember in actually the last stream, who was it? Shawnee said that Paimon, obviously we say she's emergency food, but what you wouldn't have heard is I was saying I think she's actually too small to actually fill you up. She's just, there's nothing to her. You'd be starving. Like, you could try if you're a little bit peckish, but if you're absolutely famished, she's just not going to do much for you. As well as my Discord, if you are not in the Honkai Star Rail EU Discord, even if you don't play on the EU server, I'd join that. It's great in there. It's good people. It's better to snack from time to time than large meals. There's nothing wrong with a good snack. Oh, I've gone too far. I feel like eating a Paimon would be the equivalent of eating a sandwich. Maybe not even a sandwich, maybe like a chicken wing. Just one chicken wing though, not a bunch of chicken wings. Thanks for joining. Sorry your internet's lagging. I hate when that happens. My internet's actually just been fixed, which was lucky because I wasn't actually sure if I'd be able to stream. I swear Kaya said to come find him here. Did I imagine that? Or is this, or is it over? Is it over? Oh, no, it's over. I'll be recording until around 1. Maybe half 1, depending on if we're in the middle of a mission. We're just gonna do a little world quest now. This is a cooking quest to introduce how to cook in the game, which is very vital if you're like me and play with half-built characters, which isn't for the best. So if you go into a domain with, or just a general fight with a bunch of food, you'll be fine. Was Timmy there with his birds again? Is it too late in the day? I don't see any birds. I don't even see Timmy. Oh, there he is. I will get Timmy and his birds one day. So fowl is actually a cooking instrument, which makes a lot of the best food, which is why I keep targeting Timmy and his birds, for those who don't know. So I know there is at least one person in this chat that actually doesn't play Genshin. One day. It will happen one day.
What should I cook next? Oh, are you travelers from around here as well?
No, we just happen to be passing by. What are you cooking? Smells good!
I see. Welcome, travelers. I'm Lynn, the survival expert of the Adventurers Guild. Eat before you go. The first rule in the Wilderness Survival Guide.
Picnic? Oh, Paimon just loves picnics!
Or eat while you're being attacked.
Good at cooking as well.
Which is what I do. I stop halfway in the battle to eat because one of my characters is about to die. Then I continue.
That's okay. Let's see what you can do. You won't get a lot of chances like this to learn from a survival expert. There are some mushrooms and meat in the barrel over there. Try making a chicken mushroom skewer for me.
What's it like, more of a stepped process, kind of like a Cooking Mama situation? Oh, remember Cooking Mama? Such a great game. I used to play that game over and over and over again. This is what anything reminds me of. Anytime I play a game like this, it reminds me of Cooking Mama. Is this guy a special dish? Really? I didn't know that.
Is it done? Mmm, smells good. Let me try. Mmm. Mmm.
Uh-oh.
Now that's really tasty. You're indeed gifted.
Paimon told you so.
With your culinary skills, you should try more difficult dishes. Oh, I've got some raw ingredients in my bag. Have them in return for this meal.
Can we really have them? Won't you run out of ingredients?
That's okay. You should be able to find lots of ingredients when exploring the wilderness. Don't forget to look carefully. There's also a restaurant in Mondstadt known as Good Hunter that sells food and ingredients. Go have a look when you've got the time.
Okay, thank you for the info. Hey, leave some chicken mushroom skewers for Paimon.
And we finally hit AR10 a day late. I still can't believe that they restrict the primos to AR10. I had no idea. I've never been under AR10. Exploring the wilderness stares at Timmy. Yeah, pretty much. I hope there's a few things they adjust with this game. Get rid of the AR limit, get rid of the stamina. It's all kind of hard to take as well when Honko Star Rail is made by the same people. And it's different so many ways. as there is no stamina. I'm pretty sure the AR limit is 4. But I honestly think they should just get rid of the AR limit altogether. I think it's ridiculous. I think if you've seen an advertisement or a stream on the game and you really want to play it, and they're like, yeah, get some primos, and you can't just grab those primos. I honestly don't get the point. Because it's like, well, why am I playing the game if I have to be a certain level just to grab something when I've just started playing?
Come a little closer.
There's a chest. Or is that what I'm doing now? Ooh. Oh yeah, it's over there. I knew it did something, I just couldn't remember what it did. Oh, it's a precious test as well. Yes. So now we've hit AR10, we can continue with the main story, so Mondstadt it is. Oh, and I have rewards. Seed, will you be go for Kaya's skin when it's out? The possible event that there'll be to get it.
Isn't that Jean? Seems she's talking to someone. Let's let her finish, then go say hi.
Which is what has brought us to this point in the first place. If you are unable to promptly deal with the Storm Terror threat, then leave the defense of Mondstadt to the Fatui. We can put an end to Mondstadt's dragon issues. All we need to do is bring that monster to the...
Monster?
Yes. What's your point?
I'd expect a more professional attitude from your diplomats. Yet here you are saying you want to put an end to one of the 4 winds of Mondstadt? I won't have any of this nonsense in front of the Knights of Favonius.
It's not as crazy as you make it sound.
Not yet.
That's enough negotiation for today. At this stage,
You on about the ones that are locked away, or just being around the area anyway? I've only got around 30 chests at the moment.
Oh, you're back. Thanks for your help. The elemental flow is finally stable. The aftermath of Storm Terror's last attack is finally settled for the moment. However, the pressure from the delegation has become too big to be ignored.
Delegation? From Liyue Harbor or Inazuma City?
It's crazy how low Paimon's voice is.
They choose to follow the god of Cryo. Their envoys go by a particular name, the Fatui. Heard of them?
Oh, them? They're super famous! Wait, infamous is more the word.
I don't think killing Storm Terror is the right course of action. The Cryo Gods Fatui have always coveted the Animo God's power. I don't believe they have Mondstadt's best interests at heart. What is it? Oh, let us head back to headquarters then. We shouldn't discuss important matters out in the open.
Big fan of the Fatui. Most likely, yeah. I was saying earlier, I don't think you were in stream, but I was saying that I would love for a Paimon twist, although it's going to be very...
In fact, despite being referred to as a city,
predictable. It'd be
Mondstadt is
interesting
an
to see
insect.
what happens.
Though, Snezhnaya's Fatui are known to be the most aggressive diplomats in Teyvat.
Makes sense given the tone of that woman just now. So rude.
Oh, so it is pronounced Teyvat. I said that yesterday, but I thought it's Teyvat.
It's a crystal embedded with some kind of power. Lisa, are you able to analyze it?
Let me take a look. I can see impurities in the crystal, but upon further inspection... No, I'm sorry. I can't make a proper analysis at the moment. Give me some time. I'll take a look through the library's restricted section.
Right. I'll leave the research to you then, Lisa.
Understood. I'll notify you all if I make any progress. Though I wouldn't go getting your hopes up. They're incredibly ancient texts, not to mention... Ouch! Gosh, that hurt! The impurities in the crystal... It hurts when I get close. I see. It appears to react to visions. The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other. It's strange, though. You have elemental abilities as well, but don't seem to be affected in the same way. Anyway, the crystal would be better left in the hands of my cutie. It will just be a pain if left with us, both literally and metaphorically.
Fascinating. Do you know anything about what makes you special? I do not know what to make of it either. Well then, the Knights of Favonius have another favor to ask of you. Please accept the title of Honorary Knight, and the gratitude of the Acting Grand Master.
Honorary Knight of Favonius?
We ask for your continued assistance in finding some answers. Storm Terror's rage, and strange crystals. I know Mondstadt's peace hangs in the balance. May the wind open your eyes to the truth. We'll meet back here if you find anything.
Yeah, honestly. No worries, have fun. Enjoy your holiday. Hope you see lots of things that you want to see and go to all the places that you're interested in. Oh, we have a temple. And I think that says 100 primos. So let's do the temple. What was that for? Re-registration. Weird. Let's see who we get. Maybe it'll be someone interesting. Ooh, we have a 5-star. This is an early 5-star. And it's Kaching. Oh, I was so excited then. My heart rate literally went up. I was like, is it going to be Diluc? But it's not, it's Kaching. That was a really early 5-star. That was 11 pity. No, not even 11 because it's been 8 pulls, so 10 pity. Crazy. Insane. Oh, we got Fischl. Incredible. The Electro Girls at the start. Kitchen official can be so useful. I'm excited for that. My heart rate's still pounding for the fact that I thought it was going to be Diluc. Ugh, I'm not over it. Can't cope, that was too much. Oh, goodness. I was so excited. I was like, is it going to be Diluc? Is it going to be Diluc? No. It was Kaching. Streamer's luck, Lily had me. Kaching is still a really good character. Really happy I got her. But still not Diluc. Only get 3 of those for now. We only have 4, so might as well just leave it. Should I leave it? I should probably leave it. And the likelihood of me getting another 5-star now is very, very slim. Oh, we were there. We were nearly there. We were nearly there. It nearly happened. So interesting. I will not be putting these 2 in until I figure out who in the Discord wants what. Who we're gonna swap out. But I'd love to have Kaching on my team permanently. And then I'd probably swap between Amber and Official. I even have a weapon for her. Oh, we have the Harbinger of Dawn now, of course. That's why I currently have on her in energy recharge. Figure that out another day. I have no idea what's next. Yeah, so I have no idea what's next. I can't remember anymore. Oh, it's floating Paimon. So let's go towards Paimon now.
There's something you didn't tell them. The dragon and the crystal weren't the only things we saw. So you do remember him, that green guy. He looked just like that guy down there.
Ah, Paimon's so funny.
See? See? Wait, hold on a minute. That's the same guy!
So let's go after him. Where'd he go again? Oh, this way.
That green guy disappeared! Use elemental sight to track him down.
Elemental sight's another thing I forgot that you get at the very start of the game. Ooh.
His footprints lead to this wall. Did he climb up from here?
Where am I going? Look around here. Where the press room button? This way. He slightly continues up the stairs and oh, he's over here.
What is to be sung transpired in days of yore, when the divine archons still walked the earth. A dragon cast his curious gaze on the world below, as he parted from the heavens that gave his birth. The dragon sought truth amongst common folk, but mortal trifles only fogged his mind. The wind-born bard strummed his strings dulce, and the holy lyre answered his questions kind. The dragon was but a child full of wonder, and soared the heavens free from care. The bard's songs invited him to sing along, for he yearned to let all perceive him fair. Enchanting legends the bard and dragon were, but the tides of despair soon engulfed the land. The Lion Fang perished, and the Falcon Flag slept, as a vile dragon approached Mondstadt in lone stand. Over the cathedral loomed death and his friends. Of the people's agony, the bard soon sang. The soaring dragon heeded his grave calls, and amidst the windstorms a brutal war sprang. Blood of venom sent the sky dragon into slumber, only to awake to be expelled in abhor. Why do people in this age loathe me so? But the holy lyre replied no more. Wrath and woe, vigor and venom, poured from the dragon's bitter eyes. The dragon's curse sprawled in silence, but the lyre could no longer soothe his cries.
Wait, you guys are... Oh, that's right. You're the ones that scared Dvalin away. Dvalin? Who's that? Huh? Oh, right! Most people seem to call him Storm Terror. Why do you call him that? Are you two meant to be close or something?
Oh, so close.
Hey, so... Paimon thinks this guy has a screw loose.
Good day, Outlander. Seems we meet again. I'm Venti the Bard. 3-time winner of the most popular bard of Mondstadt, to be precise. So, what do you need from me?
Given you recognize us, Paimon doesn't believe we need to explain any further.
I love Fenty.
It's about Storm Terror.
He's my fave. He was my first 5-star I'd ever gotten on my other account. And then it was Kaching, so Kaching is just following me over all of my accounts. But yeah, Fenty's just incredible.
Dvalin, the anguish he feels has brought him to tears.
Tears?
He was once such a gentle child, now so full of rage and suffering. I also came across a teardrop crystal. Can you purify it? You really do have some wonderful abilities. Someone like you is going to end up getting written into a bard's poem. Oh, a hero so bright should she stand in the light.
Though stand in the shade, and you'll be met by a blade.
Alas, I've really not the time to compose a melody for you at this moment. Anyway, even if Dvalin is not taken down, his life will still wither away in the breeze. He'll burn himself out in the flames of anger.
You know what? I think, personally, for me, Venti is the best Archon. I love Raiden Shogun. I think she's incredible. I haven't yet heard Nahida's story. I'm not at that point in my main account. But he's just, everything about him, I love him. He was the first character I really, really wanted once I understood the whole gotcha system. Because I remember the first time I pulled and I thought, oh, I could just get the character. No, it's a whole system of gambling. And you might get it, you might not, and it's all about luck. But I just really, really wanted Fenty. And to me, he's probably the best Archon by far. And obviously we're going to meet the Archon of Fontaine, and then I am judging this from somebody who hasn't played in Summary yet. Well, this main storyline of Summary I've played in Summary, but and I think Nahida's cute, and I know there's a very, very sad storyline from what I think I've heard behind her Archon, but Venti for me is the best Archon that has been introduced so far.
Thank you for that, and for purifying the teardrop crystal. But I have my own plans for what is to follow.
Oh? And what plan would that be?
Seeing this tear has brought to mind a friend so dear.
Friend?
One must be going.
Hey, where are you running off to?
To the symbol of Mondstadt's hero. Bye-bye.
Huh. What do you make of that? As far as he's concerned, you're a weirdo too, you know. Know what? Familiar? I don't know. You're alone on that one. But did he just say symbol of Mondstadt's hero? Oh, Paimon knows! It's that huge tree! You know, the gigantic one. You can't miss it. Surely you still remember.
I'm gonna grab my rewards before I go to the tree. I also completely forgot it was the tree. It's crazy being in the where I am in the game and going back and seeing how I originally fell in love with this game. I can't believe it took me so long to play it, to be honest. I heard loads of people talking about it and I was like, what's that? And then what was I on? It was this isn't Steam, it was Epic Games. And it was like, oh, Honkai Impact. Oh, not Honkai Impact, sorry, Genshin Impact. And I was like, that game looks amazing. I love anime, or animated characters, let me play it. And I just remember the opening scene, which was on Friday's stream. And unfortunately it didn't have the sound all the way up, so it didn't have the same effect of what I experienced the first time. But obviously you can, if you haven't played the game, you can play the game and experience that. But I just remember that, and it was probably the most interesting. It was just so engaging, and then I was like, wow, this game's just so much to offer. Wait, why is their sword only level 1? I noticed that say 11. Hey, let me zoom in. It says 11. Okay. Exposing my need of glasses to the general public. Love it. also playing through OBS for those who don't know. And then I've got the game behind OBS so I can see everything, so I can see the chat, my character. So it just makes the details quite small. It's just quite a small little window. So when it comes to reading, it's non-existent. I can't read anything. I can't see anything. It's just shambles. It's what happens when you're legally blind and you're not wearing your glasses. Okay, let's go to the tree. And is Timmy's birds there? Am I finally gonna get Timmy and his birds? No, it's just Timmy. How long does it take for its birds to respawn? I swear every time this happens, I'm sitting there waiting for his birds. I think I'm gonna fiddle with something. Cool. My cat has just entered the room, so if you end up hearing any meows, that's why. Oh, let's take these out.
Oh? What are you doing here? Though I was just wondering if you would happen to follow me. You speak of the god of Animo, Barbados? He already disappeared from Mondstadt a long time ago. Liyue and Inazuma's respective gods of Geo and Electro are still present, but Mondstadt has seen many a moon since they last saw their own god.
I find it kind of interesting that people don't realise that Venti is the anime god, because to me, when I started playing the game, it was very, very obvious that it was Venti. But apparently it's not that obvious to everyone, especially those of Mondstadt, as he walks around them and they just don't notice. And lots of them interact with them, they all know who Venti is. But they don't seem to realise that he is the Animo god.
Why do you wish to know about the god of Animo? Does it have something to do with Dvalin?
Oh, it's because gods,
Just how is it that everyone sees Storm Terror? I'm quite curious. That said, there's no need to rush. I have not been back in a while. It seems there are a few who are unhappy with my arrival.
the wind. I can't open my eyes.
Another one of these.
Doing out here in such a cold place. You think it was going after that green guy? His relationship with the wind seems even deeper than yours.
Again, I don't remember these being at the start of the game. I think there's just so much I've forgotten about the start game. It's crazy.
You're in for a little shock.
Don't get frostbite.
Seems the dragon wasn't the only thing affected by this change in the wind. Now then, you were saying someone had told you about the dragon? Is that so? Quite the scholar, I must say that, Lisa. She's not wrong. The conflict has reached this point only because both sides have resorted to the use of force. His hate, however, did not arise from the people not making tribute to the Four Winds. Nor was it born from his own nature, but instead came about as a product of his degradation.
I'm probably gonna finish this bit and then end the stream. So, thank you for everyone who has joined the stream today. It's been great streaming to you guys. So, let's continue with this story and then I'll continue to end the stream.
The black blood flowing through his heart has been torturing him for years. That's what has allowed him to be led astray by the lies of the Abyss Mage. They are from the Abyss Order, an organization comprised of non-human beings. They despise mankind. I don't know where they come from. All I know is that they hold deep hatred toward the human world. Many hilly trolls out in the wild take orders from them and act as their weapons. Before arriving here, I too was like Dvalin, cursed and left to waste. But now, before us stands the symbol of Mondstadt's hero, the place from which Mondstadt rose. The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. Being here with you beneath this great tree feels like when the tear was purified earlier. Like the poison is leaving my body. Feels much better.
So, how exactly did you get poisoned?
That would be because I tried to communicate with Dvalin earlier, but was interrupted. As a result, not only did I not manage to help Dvalin break his curse, but instead was also infected myself. Yes, it was you.
I love it.
You're coming with me to the cathedral.
The Mondstadt Cathedral? To do what exactly?
To claim a certain holy lyre de Himmel.
That's a great place to leave it, actually. Remember the lyre and this challenge. Yeah, it was great. So again, thank you to everyone who has joined the stream. I will leave the stream for around 5 minutes before actually disconnecting. Have a great weekend, well, rest of the weekend, and I'll see you next week Sunday, 10:30 till 1 p.m. British summertime or is it British Standard Time? Either way, English time. 10:30 till 1, and I'm also thinking about possibly doing streams on Fridays. That would be 8 till around 10, half 10, maybe 11, depending on how much I'm falling asleep. So all of that information will be updated on my Discord. So join the Discord, join the Hanko Star Rail EU Discord. I'm in both, and I'll see you all soon.